Hello, everybody. Hope you're okay. Look at the wings of destiny behind me. They are filling up beautifully, which is just so exciting. So we currently have on the wings of destiny Fiona Bryan, Prash Sharma. We've got Joanna Streams, Tommy Powell, Tanya Ibbotson. We've got Charlotte Grand. We've got Samantha Arias. Sammy, am I saying that right? I'm not. Am I? Iris. No, I need to find that out properly and say it properly, and I don't embarrass myself. We've got Michelle Robinson joining us. We've got Kelly Williams in the house, and Sarah Park has also upgraded. And I just had a beautiful conversation with the glorious Nikki Matiasic. I'm hoping I'm saying that okay. And she is joining the cohort too. So we are over halfway full, which is just incredible. And I know lots of you are either sort of sitting having to think about being inspired or be heard pro, and that's totally cool. I've extended the car. My diary is open to have chats with people. I'm also having chats with some of my favorites. And today is one of those days. So yesterday, I was at the tattoo parlor and I was meant to, I can't see what you're saying. Can you hear me all right? Put it in the chat. She's giving me like signals, but I can't read it. It's dead dark. We've also got the glorious Amy Mantle. Why have you fallen down, Amy? Is joining us as well. Wow, we've got so many incredible people on these wings of destiny. There we go, Ames. There you are. Oh, look at you all. It's gonna be amazing. What's she saying? She's got FOMO. Nina's got FOMO. She wants to jump on and do it all again. I remember having this conversation with Nina, like before, literally the morning before. And we're going to talk about this actually. In fact, no, fuck it. Why am I telling you about this? Let's just bring you on. Nina A. Spencer, one of our gorgeous speakers from our previous cohort of Be Inspired. She has just taken off of the stage. And you were incredible. Nina, hello, you.
Good morning.
Can you remember that conversation that we had the morning of? And I was like, Nina, I know you're feeling really scared right now, but as soon as you walk off that stage, you're going to want to get back
on.
You're going to want to run back to the front of the ride and jump on it all again. Do you feel what I mean now?
Yeah. When I got off the stage, I was like, Dani, let me back on. I was like, I can do it all again.
So Nina, thank you so much for coming to have a chat with us this morning. Because, I mean, your experience of Be Inspired, lots of people look at something like Be Inspired and they think, I'm not ready to do something like that yet. I'm not ready. But no one's ready. If we look, people with established businesses, people that are just starting out, got people who, like Alex, for example, I know she won't mind me saying, Alex, for example, had no real designs on being a speaker, so to speak, but actually utilizing her story to be, to have that be somebody else's survival guide, to show that actually you can come through things and go on to create the life that you want is an incredible thing to do. So we've got lots of people that come to Be Inspired for different reasons. Some people want to go on to become advocates or activists. Some people want to grow their businesses and create elevate their mission and their business. Some people do want to connect with that bit of their story and be able to amplify and take up space. What was it for you, Nina, that made you want to get amongst Be Inspired in the first place?
It was that Jojo that it was.
Bloody Jojo from Creative Sass.
Listening to her yesterday, so I listened to the live yesterday on replay, and I was like, yes, she told me that she'd booked onto this thing, Be Inspired. Go and check out Dani Wallace, you'll love her. So I came in like late to the game of IATQB.
Yeah.
Like February time, I think.
Yeah.
And everything was like building up to Be Inspired, and Jojo was like, oh, I'm going to be on this, and she said she went to watch it, and she was like, yes, I'm going to be on that stage. And when I was speaking to her, I was like, yes, I'm going to be on that stage. And then when the launch hit, I was like, I really want to do this. The tools that you gave on the challenge were so beneficial. Like, I can't explain. I've always been shy and always like had mic fright. So I
Literally,
always
mic
try to
fry. Like one of the things that you and I were doing in preparation was like,
Oh, I
I want
know.
you to have a microphone in your hand, even if you're not going to have a microphone in your hand on the stage. I want you to just get used to talking into something.
I know.
To kind of get through
Yes.
that. It was interesting.
Yes, Alex.
I was at a an event last week, and I was hosting, and there was one of the speakers there, and I went to give her the microphone, and she did this. I was like, what are you doing? She started to walk away from the microphone. You're going to need to have a microphone in your hand. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you then. But yeah, that was one of the things that me and you were like, okay, so I want you to practice. I want you to practice having a microphone in your hand, just to kind of get some of that fear, to make your hand and your brain, you're not going to die by having this thing in front of you, right?
I know. I mean, I used to work in entertainments, but I used to work backstage. So they were like, you need to call bingo numbers. And I was in a little box where nobody could see me. And I was like, I can't call bingo numbers. I'm not doing that. And then, like, a couple of years ago, I was, I had this life-threatening complication. And I thought, I need to embrace the comfort zone, like step over the comfort zone, embrace, like, life and the things that scare me. And I wanted to get my story out there and help other people. So I started doing a couple of speaking things that petrified me even then. And I thought, do you know what? This is going to really help elevate the story that I've got to tell.
And it is an incredible story. I mean, the story in and of itself, your story of how you got to where you are now, and all of the things that you've survived, both from a medical point of view, from a parenting point of view. You're a mum of 2 sets of twins. Talking about the perks of imperfection was such an important conversation to have as part of Be Inspired, as part of personal development. It was amazing to really see you take up space with that and just allow you to be right front and center of that conversation and accepting all those things about yourself as well.
I think, and to start with, I didn't know. I just knew I wanted to talk about that, my story, my life-threatening, like, story. But I've always, I feel like I was always coming across, oh, she's moaning again, that, she nearly died.
That one who tells her story where she nearly died all the time. But what else is there with that?
You made it so much more than just me telling that story. You helped me make it more than just me telling that, like, woe is me, I nearly died story. And I've seen people who have like, I know I want to Be Inspired. I've jumped on, but I have no idea what I'm going to say. And I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know, like Alex didn't know what she was going to say until she stepped on stage, and she was amazing. So it's not about coming in knowing what you want to get out of it at the end. It's going through the whole process. And like you say, and like everybody said, it's more than just speaking. It's more than that. It's the training that you give, that amazing, like, group that we've formed.
The community that we create, I think, is really that actually, you can't put a price on that. You can't put a price. So because of my no knobheads clause, it means that I only work with incredible people. And so you become a part of a community, not only where you are an incredible person, but you are surrounded with incredible people. And that support that you get whilst you go through this particular process. And it is a process. And sometimes, like, I think maybe Alex will attest to this, that you've got to get right up to the line to start to really see how powerful it is. So when people are just kind of sat on the fence and thinking about, is this something for me? Do I even need this? What would you say to those people?
Yes. Yeah. If you've got a business, not even if you've got business, because for me, it's not, yes, it's elevated where I want to be. It's set in stone the things I want to talk about. It's given me assets for my business.
Yeah.
But it's not just about that. It's about the connection. It's about personal development. the tools that you give are, something I've never come across before. I've never heard of saggy boobs before. Never.
Well, you've heard of saggy boobs, but not in the way that I described them.
I've never aspired to be on a TEDx stage before, but now you've given those tools and it seems less scary. I don't know. Just it's one of those chances that you go, yeah, I'm going to take it, and then worry about
after
the day
fact.
before the
yeah,
day before the
for
show.
sure. I think what for me, one of the really exciting things to see is how differently people carry themselves afterwards. So not during the process, because it really is like a messy middle sort of situation.
Yeah.
We kind of go through this metamorphosis whilst we go through this process together. And lots of people do that like kind of on their own. And some people do that, as part of the mastermind. But actually every single person on the other side of Be Inspired holds their space in a completely different way than they did prior to doing it. And I think, Nina, you are one of those people. You hold your space differently. You talk not differently. You're saying the same things, but you're saying them so much more clearly. You're saying them with so much more intent. You're able to give even better value to the people that you support in your groups and as part of your programs. Like seeing you all take up space differently. And I can't say better, because that would suggest that you're less than before doing this, and you're not like everyone is incredible prior, but you take up space in a way that lights up a room. And I just think that that's really, really powerful for all of you. If I look at Alex and Joe Fisher and Sky, and some of these people, Lizzie, for example, are people who were established. They present, day to day as part of their corporate stuff or as part of their speaking stuff. Lizzie is an established speaker. But seeing her take up space in that different way, that amplified way, that stronger way, for me is just an absolute fucking joy.
And, you come across people on the day, or you see people's names, but until you go to the event and connect with them or go on the journey through Be Inspired, you don't really know their story. And once Be Inspired's over, it's like their story's locked in your heart then afterwards as well. And I think, the confidence before and after is such a difference. And the fact that you now know what you're talking about and where your heart comes from, I think that's the strength behind, when you're sharing afterwards and when you're delivering any training or anything, that core value is locked then inside.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about speaking. Like, a lot of people think that speaking is just about opening your mouth and talking about your business or selling. But actually, it isn't. It's connection plus value. And the value piece we can do all day long. You can teach people stuff all day long. You can tell them stuff all day long. But actually, what we really, really work on is your ability to connect with your audience, your ability to connect with each other. Because if you hone that skill, then actually people rarely remember what it is that you said. People remember how it is that you made them feel. Again, Alex, I think, is a great example of this. Would you agree, Nina? Like, she made everybody in that room feel something. She made them feel joy. She had them rooting for everybody in the room. Nina, you made people feel something in that room, and you became so much more than your story then. Like, it was at that point, it wasn't just
I think I broke Kim's heart.
Kim Fox, our amazing Kim Anchovies.
Yeah, Kim Anchovies.
She's
been poorly ever since.
She has been poorly. It didn't actually break her heart, bless her. But we are sending our Kimmy a huge amount of love. She's such an incredible part of our community. We love you, Kim, and I hope you're getting better and you're resting up. So what are you guys saying? Amy, who is part of our new cohort, is saying that's beautiful. Amy, you've got all of this to look forward to. I'm so excited. Alex Gaywood, we love you so much. There's this point in the video where Alex does this kind of dance on stage.
Jumping about, yes!
I love it. It's really, when I saw it for the first time, really made me punch the air, because the journey to get you on stage, the journey to get Alex on stage, the journey to get all of you guys on stage has been so. When I see you just taking up space like that, I'm like, yes, that's why we're doing it. Alex is saying confidence, clarity, courage. Yes, Nina, you're climbing up the life ladder.
I love that she uses them.
the
Like,
alliteration, like I
know.
love it. She's a little bit more. Alex is also saying it's not just a business journey; it's a personal journey, and the connections are crazy, wonderful. Sarah Park has decided to upgrade from Pro. She jumped onto Pro
Yay.
earlier this week, and then got in touch yesterday and said, "Actually, no, I want to take to that stage." And she's going to speak about advocacy in the disability space. I'm so excited to work with her on that. The community is definitely part of what I'm. Is definitely part of what I'm glad to be a part of. It is so exciting to see what all of these people. I mean, I had a little cry when we had our last session last Wednesday. I was like,
I got off, and my husband's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's I want to do it again."
Here's the thing: it is absolutely far from over for all of you, and I'm so excited to see all of you on your journey. I mean, Nina, the PR and the growth and the business stuff that's coming forward, the awareness that you're creating around those life-threatening conditions that you experience, this getting through this need and necessity for perfection within parenthood is such an important thing as well. You can speak on so many different things as a result of just giving yourself this focus time, and I couldn't be more proud of you, Nina. If anybody is out, I know you're probably just going to say do it, but if anybody is sat on the fence right now about joining Be Heard or be like, you went through everything, didn't you? Some people just kind of everybody gets Be Heard, which is the standard program where I teach you everything. You did everything from the very, very first session to the very, very last session. How did you find that Be Heard process?
The Be Heard gives you the tools to speak. It gives you the tools to not just speak on stage, but speak in your lives. It gives you more confidence when you're going out there and pressing go. Mm-hmm. And then after Be Heard is where you get like your tribe, and yes, there's tools after, but I think Be Heard is so, just so full of value on its own.
Yeah. And I think we get kind of lost in this being it's like the one, and it is, but not everybody's ready to do that, and that's totally cool. For people that aren't ready, that's totally cool. Be heard in and of itself. If you are a business owner or you have something to say, or indeed if you are worried about articulating yourself and you're finding that's getting in the way of things like your networking and stuff like that, then actually that is a program that you might want to consider, instead of just thinking, oh well, I only want to do Be Inspired or nothing. I think would you be
all in or nothing at all?
Yeah, which I get. But yeah, for
Yeah.
anybody that's considering Be Heard as well, Nina, would you tell them to go ahead?
Definitely jump on. Be Heard, there's still that community aspect of it, there's still you still get the value of the Wednesday night, like
it's sad extending out into the mastermind. We're like, bye everybody, we're gonna go and do the event now. We love you, bye.
Like, yeah, it just gives you the tools and the confidence to get to grow yourself, and just Wednesday nights are full.
We love a Wednesday night up in IATQB. Nina, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is this morning. I have no idea what time of day it is anymore. But thank you for joining us. You are amazing. I'm so unbelievably proud of you, and I will see you for your final one-to-one in just a few minutes. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us. That was Nina A. Spencer, everybody. Please do go give her a little follow. The work that she does as part of the Mum Edit Group is brilliant. Please do go and check her out. She's phenomenal. As are all of my previous cohorts, as are all of the incredible people that have been involved in the program before. If you want to be a part of the program this time, come and get in my DMs or go to imthequeenbee.co.uk, click on packages, Be Heard or Be Inspired. If you do want to jump in, give me a shout first. If you want to have a little chat about it, I am here for you. All right, my darlings, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back a little bit later on this afternoon, talking a little bit more about people's experiences on Be Heard and Be Inspired. I'll see you all later. Ta-ra.